Scott Jackson in for Steve Zabin with Scott Linn here. And, of course, you're home of the Redskins, Team 980. Our pleasure now to bring in Josh Norman, who is, you could have been the guy in the most interesting man in the world campaign with the summer that you've put together. I'll tell you what, I saw the story, right? Josh Norman runs the Bulls. I'm like, yeah, okay, a little risky. But, people have done it, no problem. Then I saw the video, and I'm not going to lie to you, man. I got, it was like a little bit of a jump in the heartbeat when I watched it the first couple times. And did you do it twice, by the way? Or is that two different angles that are on that video?
I did 4 times.
4 times? 4 times. Did you know going in you were going to do that?
No. I did not. That's the craziest thing about it. I mean, I did not know I was going to take flight like that, A. B, I did not know the arena was going to open up like that. So that was B. And C, I sure as hell didn't think that I was going to let a bull go in that arena where we was at. So all those things happened, and, it was so much fun.
How many people have stopped you and said, Josh, that's great. I'm glad you're alive and nothing got happened, but please never do that again? How many of those have you heard?
It was a lot less of those than it was a lot more cheers. And
That's
like kudos and all that other stuff.
So nobody said, hey, did you look at your contract? You're not supposed to jump bulls in the offseason or anything like that?
Well, I don't know if that's in my contract.
Downhill skiing is, but not bull jumping. It might be in future contracts, by the way, for other players.
No, I don't see that as being one. My thing is this, man. You got to do you. And you got to be the best you can be for everybody else. And I think people who's scary, they wouldn't try such a thing. You know why? Because you got to have some big kahunas to do something like that. And for me on this football field, I pretty much live on that side of the ball. So for me, I take that as a challenge. And every time I face those big wide receivers, I live on the edge. And that's what, that's what happened.
But they don't gore you.
No, they don't.
Which is a good thing, right?
It's not a survival of the fittest kind of ordeal, but I equate it to that in a way because I had a little bit more, how would I say, an effect.
Yeah, right.
to it all. So, yeah.
All right, so the first 2 days out here, some new faces, obviously, as there always is each season, but in the secondary, a lot of new faces. Mm-hmm. But you're the guy who's come out, a couple picks day one today, that's kind of jumping out. What is you feel different this year than years past? Just maybe more at ease? What is it? The quarterback's more generous?
No, I'm more free.
Mm-hmm.
I think just more free. I think relaxed and calm, and it's been a really nice training camp. It hasn't been loud. It hasn't been overbearing. God blessed us with this shade. I feel like this has been very easy, man, and that's the best thing about it. No injuries, no, nagging, situations of problems. Everything been working out just fine for once, and you come back and you just feel absolutely great. And why? It's no care or worry in the world, so why give it one? You know what I'm saying? So I just been a lot free and just pretty much focused on winning.
When you use the word free, anything to do with Ray Horton's presence? Absolutely. New guy back there?
I mean, it has. I really, really it does. Just because he's so knowledgeable of the game, man. You can't equate anything else to experience. You just really can't. You can't beat experience. And he has so much under his belt to where, he has it in him to bring it out towards us. And we just trying to not let, a guy like that down, because you want to learn as much as you can from someone like that, because he has the answers and he has the tools in him. So for me, he pretty much bring that group, he bring us together in a way. So.
What about some of the new guys back there? Obviously, Landon Collins' presence. What have you got to know about Landon here in these first few months with him and the team?
Landon is great. He really is, man. Like, he's so willing. It's when you get a contract like that, it's almost like, okay, well, I'm gonna do my own thing. But no, he's so willing, man, and he's so hungry to be all he can. And we're gonna do some fun stuff this year. You have no idea. Like, playing with a guy like that, we can just switch off so many things with ourselves, because I know what he's thinking. He know what I'm thinking. And shoot, if I see something, I'm going to take it knowing that he over the top. So it's going to be love. I'm not going to give away everything, but we got something coming.
Josh Norman's here with us on the Team 980 app, live from Redskins Training Camp Day 2. Just wrapped up here at Bon Secours Training Center. What about some of these young guys? You saw, obviously, these last few years, they brought a lot of young corners in here. Anybody jumping out at you here, of either from the OTAs into the training camp?
All of them, man. All of them got their own little special, unique tools about them all that they all, forming out, as I would say. Little Jimmy, though, he's taken a liking to us a lot, and so have I, for sure, without a doubt. He has been a treat to watch because I see myself in him so much. It's kind of crazy. He got his own little swag, his own little way about him. He's just so cool and mystique.
Right.
You don't really know what you're getting, but when he get on the field, you see his playmaking abilities, and it just jumps out at you. You even got Strowman who's coming into his own. He's going to continue to elevate himself and be more. I'm just waiting for Danny to get back so I can see him and how he's doing. But, yeah, those are young crop of guys that coming in, and they're going to be doing a great job for us.
Now, on the offensive side, I know that's not really what you have to worry about, but, they're missing a big piece right now without the, number 71, Trent Williams over there. You have any feel for if and when that will get resolved, and how important is it for that to be resolved before you guys start playing for real?
Well, that's the thing. That's a situation that, has to deal with him. I don't really know much about it. It's kind of not none of my business either. So I try to maintain and focus on what's at hand and what's important, and that's, winning the championship. I know Big Boy, he'll be all right when his time comes, when his number's called. But like I said, I don't know much about that situation. I try to stay in my own lane, not worry about nobody else's. You know what I'm saying? You get in trouble that way. So, yeah.
What about the newcomers, the pass rush? I mean, Montez Sweat,
he's a big fella.
He is
Josh.
A long dude. I mean, out there going after the quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a guy with a reach. Looks like he could be the line of scrimmage and still grab the quarterback.
Yeah, man, he gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
We got to steal with that guy. I mean, I'm just gonna amp him up even more. Every time I'm amp him up. And I look at him and I'm like, look, you got to step up. You got to drop him, let him hang, and go get him. Because guess what? You're a rookie, but you're not a rookie. And we don't need for you to be a rookie. We need for you to be a vet. This is a vet year for you. and like the size of that guy, it reminds you of Julius Peppers so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and,
it's a great comp.
It's just crazy to see how they still making people like that, human beings. He's just a massive, massive man. So we just got to keep him in the right direction, and he'll be just fine.
Yeah, and Ryan Kerrigan's got to be excited to have him on the other side. And, obviously for a defensive back, one of the biggest friends for you guys could be a pass rush that gets after the quarterback and makes them make bad decisions.
Oh, yeah, them big boys up front. Yeah. Man, look, give them all they want, all the gold and the ransom that comes with it. Because I know for me, I'm going to get mines off of theirs. I'm going to get the scraps, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Final moment with Josh Norman here. Live from Bon Secours Training Center. Redskins wrapping up for the day. Steve Zabin Show, Team 980, Team 980 app. Josh via the live Hadid Carpet Cleaning Guest Hotline. Speaking of young fellows and big kids, what have you seen so far out of young Mr. Haskins?
Oh, man, he's a big guy. He's a threat for anybody who, underestimate his arm. But I don't think that has happened yet. But at the same time, I see those, plays to where he's holding a little bit just because he's unsure himself, because this is a different feel for him. This is the bigs, college you can get away with a lot of things, but here, you catch you. So he's just trying not to make mistakes right now, and for him, he just got to let it rip. If mistakes come, good thing they come in now in training camp and in practice. That's where you want to see the mistakes. So when they do happen, just try not to beat up on them too much about it. But he also got to know he got to let the thing go when it's time.
The viral video that I saw of you and Keekly and Cam. Oh, my God, Josh. And it's I told my 10-year-old, it's like, what are you laughing at, Dad? I said, it's got hangover-like language, but hang in there. Maybe we'll watch it together in a couple weeks. That was one of the funniest things. Does that take place? And it's where dudes who know each other swap intel as best they can in the interest of you're still friends and good-natured competition, but there's a lot of ribbon. Is that something that happens every single week that the public just doesn't get to see?
No, trust me, you don't see a lot of things that happen every week.
Of course.
For sure. And I didn't even know they was doing that either. There was a lot more things that I said about them. They just, like, blurted out. But, no, we don't pretty much give intel that they already know.
Right.
Well, at least I try not to.
Of course.
That's
right,
why
right.
I was, like, feeding into them. Like, yeah, I'll tell you anything you want to know. Hey, do you want to know about this? I'll tell you. Because I know them. What we need to know is about Osen.
Right.
And I just asked a question. Luke was just so happily told, nope, you're not. And it was like, oh, man, I can't believe you told him that. But it was like he played anyway. So it was just a joking all around. And they was lifting and stuff like that. So we always kid each other when we play against each other because we want to win. We
Right.
really do want to win. And, yeah, man, they're my buzz. But when it comes go time, all that out the window.
Absolutely.
So,
Well, Josh, we appreciate your time, and I know you're not buying into these guys saying 3-13, right? I mean, that's crazy talk, right?
all right, guys, it was great talking to you.
Yeah, we didn't write that.
I didn't write that, but
Come on,
We just
man.
read it.
Like,
You can't-
really?
Somebody's got to write it. That's
Somebody
all.
got to get news clippings. That's always that happens, man. They got to get clickbait. That's just what their job is. Somebody say that about us, man. I've never been on a team that went that way. So, I like I said, I don't see that in the deck of cards, but, hey, I don't deal them either. So, let's just see what happens when we start up week 1. We got Philly.
Good way to start. All right.
Thanks
Josh
for your
Norton,
time,
thank you
man.
so
Have
much.
fun when the pads go on tomorrow.
Yeah, it should be
That's
fun.
right.